Well, the government has assured rice farmers in the Builsa South districts of the Upper East region that it will get licensed grain buying companies to immediately purchase their excess grains. Bumper harvest this season with no ready market forced the rice farmers earlier this week to sell some of their grains as 3 bags for the price of 2. But even then, they could not get enough buyers. JoyNews' Upper East correspondent Albert Sori traveled with the National Food Buffer Stock Company to the Builsa South district and now reports.
As we approach the Builsa rice valleys, bags of harvested rice are seen packed at several spots. Some of the grains are fresh as though they have just been brought from the farm. They are spread on the ground and left under the hot sun to dry, but the owners are not seen around. Finally, we arrive at Builsa. Many more bags of rice are lined up by the side of the road and some more still spread on the floors to dry. We speak to some of the farmers.
I have cultivated about 875 acres as a farmer. In all, about 1 million plus that I've invested into the farming. As I'm talking to you, I've not yet sold one single bag of my rice because I don't agree to sell my rice 3 bags for 2. I will never do it. I said to myself that if I produce and go and share it to the needy, it will be better than giving it away at that price.
So these women are all taking the rice on credit basis. Now I'm even looking for money to go and buy fuel to put in my combine harvester. You don't have money, you have to still go and borrow. You have started from the beginning of the plowing, processing, all the destiny, coming to the harvest. Now you have got the produce and still you are still borrowing. Because the woman will take the rice, they won't pay. As of now, I've sold more than about 1,000 bags. The 1,000 bags have gone. I've got only about 100 bags money, which I've used all to buy fuel to harvest the rest.
The rice farmers attribute good rains this year to the bumper harvest, but add that a buying company they had been dealing with for years suddenly pulled out of their verbal agreement only 2 weeks ago, leaving them stranded with no ready market for their produce.
So the major stakeholder who comes to buy from us is Avnash. They are located in the northern region, Tamale, precisely. And usually they come to buy from us and go and process and I believe we sell or export, we don't know. But incidentally, when we produce, we contacted them to see whether we can be bringing the rice to them. They told us that they don't have money to purchase from us and that the previous year they had purchased a lot of rice.
So the government have more power to help. If they say they want to, they can mop all this rice and then sell it at the right time. You know, this is the peak. So at this, anything, the peak, you have excess. But when government is able to buy this rice and keep for some time, these women we are talking who are buying on credit, even will come back and say they will bring their money.
The Chief Executive Officer for the National Food Buffer Stock Company, HANAN ABDUL-WAHAB, assured the farmers that government will intervene and get buyers to purchase their produce.
We have realized that for over the years they have been relying on just one major off-taker. And we are going to unleash our license buying companies to come down here immediately and mop up the excess grains that they have here or paddy that they have here so that they can take them to nearby mills, mill them and supply to government institutions around. We are tasked with the responsibility to reduce post-harvest loss. And the tool that we would use to reduce post-harvest loss or to eradicate it is the enabling environment to keep these stocks for government use and for food security, long-term use. We have also identified government silos of the defunct Food Distribution Corporation. We have gone around the whole country. We have identified them. And today, some people are in talks with the Honorable Minister, Food and Agriculture, to come down and rehabilitate these silos.
Daniel Gariba is the district chief executive for Builsa South.
I see it as an opportunity to open the place up for buyers who didn't know that we have huge amounts of rice or huge tonnage of rice in Builsa South to take the opportunity and come and buy. At my office, the Greek officer showed us a list of 23 buyers who have shown interest and have already started loading, buying from this place. 3 days ago and yesterday, I have had calls from Accra about people saying that by next week they were going to send people to come and buy. So I am not too sad that this is happening.
The farmers told us that even more bags of rice, numbering into thousands, were packed on farms in the hinterlands and were at risk of being consumed by bushfires or getting rotten. For now, they can only wait for government to, as soon as possible, deliver on the assurance it has given and get buyers for their produce to save them from serious post-harvest losses. Reporting for JoyNews, Albert Sori, Builsa South District.